Hey there, everyone. Just wanted to give you the rundown on the latest developments regarding payments and government support. Don't fall behind in the ever-changing world of financial assistance. So, let's jump right into the situation regarding these payments. After months of speculation, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has finally made his long-awaited announcement. What does this mean for you, and what's truly at risk? The government is implementing new financial measures to offer immediate relief, but it's not a one-time payment. Rather, it's continuing support meant to help Canadians manage these tough economic times. All right, so here's the deal. The news has made headlines across the country about a new payment method that may cost as much as $2,000 each month. That's right, $2,000 every single month. Picture the relief that could bring to families, the elderly, and those who are struggling to make ends meet. But there's a catch. These payments aren't automatic. You have to know when and how to access them. If you're not careful, you could miss out on the assistance you sorely need. Without government assistance, Canadians encounter challenges like health issues and difficulties related to family expenses, health care, and more. The payments are linked to Canada's Recovery Benefit CRB, which has been extended because of the ongoing economic recovery. However, this isn't merely a temporary measure. It signifies that the government is shifting its emphasis towards more long-term, sustainable relief. The next question is, who will be responsible for making these payments? Who is eligible to get the $2,000 reward? Who will receive it? And what steps can you take to ensure that your name is included? Canada's retirement system buzz is already being generated for seniors through CPP and Old Age Security OAS programs. They are vital lifelines that guarantee a regular income in retirement. Many are relieved by the announcement, particularly those who depend entirely on these benefits in light of the economy's volatility. The new payouts could have a profound impact on seniors who have dedicated their lives to Canada's progress, but now confront uncertain futures. Prime Minister Trudeau has prioritized helping the most disadvantaged, and seniors are at the top of that list. CPP and OAS payments are already seeing growth, and with the addition of this financial buffer, the only remaining question is the exact amount and when it will arrive in your bank account. The declaration by Trudeau has sparked a storm of speculation, but one thing is certain. Beneficiaries who depend on the government for assistance with funding this could find their saving grace. However, there are a few conditions you must satisfy. First, you must be a legal resident of Canada and at least 18 years old. Let's discuss the payouts themselves. Now that we've covered the changes to eligibility and some of the regulations, Canadians are working tirelessly to ensure that $2,000 monthly checks reach those who are struggling. As unemployment remains a concern for many, these checks are more than just assistance. They are a direct injection into the pockets of those who need it most. The monthly budget plan put forth by the Trudeau government includes income support that can be used for rent, utilities, groceries, and more. The most important thing is to know when to apply because the deadlines are tight. The government has set clear criteria, but it's up to you to figure out how to apply. If you're already receiving CPP or OAS or eligible for CRB, you're already set up to benefit from these new measures. But if you're not sure, you'll need to move quickly. Time is of the essence, and these funds should be available in accounts very soon. The additional $2,000 payments could have far-reaching consequences, affecting households across Canada. Retirees living on a limited income will have more breathing room thanks to this boost, which many have described as a game changer. Canada's frustration with the rising cost of living has prompted the government to implement a new payment measure. This is a direct response to the growing demand for assistance, but there's a catch. The payments might not be permanent. The government plans to provide relief during this crucial recovery phase, so it's important to stay informed about when these payments might end. Currently, there is no exact end date, but there's a strong indication that they will continue at least through the early months of 2025. If the economic situation remains uncertain, the government may decide to extend them even further. So, what does this mean for Canadians? You must comprehend how to maximize these payments at this crucial juncture. From seniors to families to individuals struggling to make ends meet, these payments could be the solution to your financial problems. The government is returning part of your investment after you've worked hard and paid taxes, but only if you're willing to take action. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau's leadership and guidance during this period have inspired great optimism. But he has also made it clear that these payments are just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't a stopgap measure. It's a precursor to a major change in the way the Canadian government handles aid with an eye toward the future. You may be wondering, how can I guarantee that I will receive these payments? The good news is that you are already qualified to benefit from the new government relief if you have been receiving support from CRB, CPP, or OAS. Here's where things get interesting. The payments are designed to be automatic, but you need to stay on top of them. The application process is straightforward, but timing is everything. If you haven't been receiving government benefits, you need to apply right now. Stay on top of things so that important deadlines don't slip your mind. There is a risk of delays in processing payments, even though the Canada Revenue Agency is already working around the clock to avoid any delays. Please double-check your application and ensure that all of your information is current. For seniors in Canada who depend on CPP and OAS, this might imply the difference between having enough money to pay rent on time and going without necessities. The million-dollar question, according to Einstein, is whether or not these payments will help Canadians weather the storm of rising inflation and many people's struggles to find work. The fear of more and more people struggling is putting pressure on the government to make sure these payments help those who really need them, not merely cover the basics. Inflation is eating away at prices across the board, but particularly for food and housing. So even with $2,000 in aid, Canadian families may still face challenges. Trudeau has made it clear that he is dedicated to helping them through this crisis. If you're still on the fence about applying for these payments, know that the government is aware that your monthly payment won't go very far and that they are part of a larger economic strategy to revitalize the country. Let me leave you with this. Don't wait. The relief is real, and it's coming soon. If you qualify, this may be the financial game changer you've been waiting for. The $2,000 monthly checks are more than just a number. They represent a lifeline that might help you secure a brighter future. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has laid the stage for a new era of financial comfort. But the clock is ticking. Keep yourself updated, move swiftly, and be prepared to make the most of these payments. Help is on the way, but it's up to you to claim it. More questions arise about the government's new payment plan. Will it really be the relief that many Canadians have been waiting for? The need for assistance with funding these payments may seem like a short-term fix, but they could be the catalyst for a Canadian economic revival. The speed with which the government receives the funds is critical. As families are struggling, seniors are seeing their pensions strain more than ever, and businesses are attempting to recover from a difficult economic year. The benefit is for all Canadians. After struggling to make ends meet during the pandemic, many families are now facing even more difficult times as a result of rising prices brought on by inflation. From coast to coast, Canadians are feeling a sense of urgency regarding this monthly reprieve, which might provide the necessary buffer. Everyone is wondering when these funds will arrive and how precisely they will be distributed. Even though the government has made great strides to simplify the process, the media is awash with stories about their efforts. But the details are what truly matter.